Blitz on 2 is sponsored by Steen Enterprises, attorney Trey Harrell, Pella Windows and Doors, Precision Garage Doors of Charleston, and Shelley Leak Law Firm.
And good evening and welcome into week 3 of the Blitz on 2. I'm Dan Fanning. We've made it to the end of another work week, but the work is just beginning tonight on the Blitz.
Our Game of the Week vote wasn't a contest, but tonight's ball game sure was between Oceanside and Ashley Ridge. Both teams trying to build off wins a week ago.
Yeah, and OCA won last year's contest at Johnson Haygood. AR trying to get their get back tonight. Swamp Fox first drive, Trevor Kalis throws it into Caleb Charot's direction. Almost picked off by the Land Sharks. Charot does catch it for the first down. Later in the drive, Ashley Ridge inside the 1 on 4th and goal. 5 keeps it, lowers his shoulders. He is in, plows into pay dirt. Wow, listen to those pads pop. AR strikes first. They lead 7-0. Great atmosphere tonight in the Swamp. OCA trying to answer on their first possession. Nice run here by Zakai Muncie. Rumbles down the Swamp Fox sideline, gain a 15 for number 15. Land Sharks, though, would turn it over on downs. Fox's next drive, handoff to Ryan Campbell. He's met in the backfield by Michael Strickler. Strickler takes him down for the TFL. After Oceanside gets the ball back on a interesting muff punt call, Aiden Monavian going downfield for a 50-50 ball, but it is picked off by Ashley Ridge senior Nolan Beatty. AR, they're up 14-0 when I left. How about this? Oceanside, they come back. A big win tonight on the road. 35-21, your final.
And to the backyard we go. Not much movement on offense for both James Island and Cane Bay, but the Trojans looking to get something going right here. Third down, Connor Dantzler pumps fake. Quarterback keep, but he runs into a pack of Cobras. And Zach Shepard. Trojans opt for a field goal. Isaac Lawrence dead center as the Trojans go up 3-0. Cobras unable to do anything on O as they would turn it over on downs. Dantzler finds Malachi Washington. Washington escapes a few Cobra defenders to get his Trojans the big first down. Dantzler, he hands it off to Washington, and Washington is off to the races. James Island goes up 10-0 with 11:47 to play in the second quarter. The Island would roll into 4-0, getting the 34-14 win over Cane Bay.
And the real McCoy, Jamar McCoy, has it going on the Island. Thanks in part to Stratford's senior laden offense.
Hashtag senior laden offense.
The Knights have been on a roll the last 2 weeks.
Could Jachin Davis and company keep it going tonight at Socastee?
Short answer, yes. Knights, yowza, look at that. 49-6 at the break. Hashtag senior laden offense. Third quarter, host of Knights get to the ball carrier to stop the Braves on their first down run attempt. Socastee had trouble doing everything tonight on offense. Credit to the Stratford Knights defense. Braves quarterback keeps the ball but has nowhere to go. He goes down in the arms of Julian Alexander. 65-yard bomb from Jakin Davis to J.Q. Crosby. How about it? Nobody in the picture. J.Q. outruns the defense. J.Q. heading to Georgia Southern. Jakin heading to Liberty. There you see why. That made it 55-6. We go to your final score. Socastee would score yet again, but not nearly enough. How about this? The Knights have it rolling 56-12, your final.
And Berkeley hosting the Wildcats at Moody Field. Berkeley quarterback Henry Rivers is back after an injury. Rivers hands it off to Jameer Hayward. Hayward finds the end zone for the Stags to go up 7-0 with 20 seconds to go in the first. Wildcats trying to get something going at the end of the first quarter. Corner out close to the Berkeley sideline, hauled in nicely by Joshua Bradley. We go to the second. 3 plays in. West Ashley picked off by Cam McHugh. McHugh just playing center field back there. Stags end up punting on their drive. Still 7-0 Berkeley up. Rivers hands it off to Jonathan Mitchell. Mitchell looking like a track star as he finds the end zone, and his Stags add to their lead up 14-0. It would be all Berkeley all day as they shut out West Ashley 39-0. Sorry, Dan. His alma mater.
Christina's Wildcats. The first 3A, 5A matchup tonight was a good one. Another intriguing 3A, 5A one tonight in Hanahan.
Hawks hosting Lucy Beckham, both teams trying to rebound after tough defeats a week ago.
And here we go to the highlights. Lucy Beckham, as you see, up 22-0 in the second quarter when we get there. Trip Gallus rolling out, tries to find somebody to throw to. Finds his open man. It's Quamel Grant. Nicely done by Tripp and Quamel. That moves the sticks for Hanahan, but not much going. Then Finn Gunter throws it out to Jaden Gathers. Jaden picks up a nice gain, but Lucy Beckham ends up punting. Give some love to the special teams here. Watch this punt right here by the Bengals. Stops dead inside the 10. Nicely done by the Lucy Beckham special teams. Nicely done by the Lucy Beckham Bengals as they pick up a win. They get back in the win column over Hanahan, 35-7, your final score.
St. James beat Lucy Beckham last week in Mount Pleasant. Sharks back tonight to take on Wando. Warriors down 21-0 at the break. First drive of the third, handoff to Jake Glassberg, and the muscle hamster is loose. He rumbles in for the 59 yards for the score to cut the deficit to 14. Later in the third quarter, Alex Sandit back to pass. Cade Rogers steps in front for the interception. A nice return by Rogers. He sets up Wando in great field position. And that would lead us to this right here. Harris Stone. He would go over the middle to Ellis Ingracia. Kiss and hug the ones you love. Ellis scores.
That was Mr. Everett that used to say that. He was the color guy, the radio guy for Wando before he did Everett German, before he did CFC basketball.
Shout out Everett.
He was the Wando.
St. James wins it 21-14.
And kind of before Allie's time, Everett German, the former
I know Everett.
Of the Warriors. We're just getting started tonight on the Blitz.
When we return, we check in on Fort D, Goose Creek, and Dr. Jerry Brown's return to the sideline, so stay with us.
And welcome back into the Blitz on 2 with Alexander Cox. I'm Dan Fanning. Fort D with another stern test this evening.
After beating Somerville on the road 2 weeks ago, South Florence back in Doco taking on the Patrons at Bagwell Stadium.
Yeah, South Florence has another dynamic QB by the name of Messiah Jackson. Ooh. Bruins up 29-7 in the second quarter. Jackson takes off for a first down. Rumbles up the middle, shades of Lenora Sellers. Hopefully Sellers uses his legs tomorrow, Mike Shula. Later in the drive, Jackson finishes what he started, eludes defenders, bounces it to the outside, races in for the score. That makes it 36-7 Bruins. South would then go on sides and get it. Rubbing insult to injury. That leads to this. Jackson on 4th and goal at the 1, calls his own number, dials up 6 more. It is hard to stop Messiah Jackson. Fort trying to mount something before the break. Michael Warthen, big gain right here as he bobs and weaves down inside the South red zone. Nice running right here by Warthen. As you see, he makes a man miss, rumbles down, kind of backed up, didn't want to get run over like Allie last week. Too soon? Too soon. Anyway, that will kind of be all that Fort could do tonight as we go to your final score in South Florence. They're 2-0 against Dorchester County this year, 65-7.
Goose Creek and Buford both looking for their first wins tonight, taking on each other at Gibson Stadium. Eagles first drive, Braden Lloyd Smalls does it himself. He shakes off 2 tackles and strolls into the end zone. You're killing me, Smalls. 7-zip visitors. Goose Creek would respond. Hard to tell what happens, but Xavion Grant ends up with the rock, and he is gone. Gators knot things up at 7 apiece. Later in the first quarter, they aren't done. Hard for the defense to pick up who has the ball. It's Elijah Mack. Where is he? He is in the end zone for 6 more. Gators lead it 14-7, and Buford would win it 33-27 over Goose Creek.
And moving right along like Stratford, Bishop England has another stellar senior-laden offense as well.
Bishop's led by the Red Rifle. Quinn Mahoney can score in a bunch of ways. BE home for a 3rd straight week tonight against Strayer.
And here come your Bishops. BE, as Allie said, can rack up points, and they did again tonight. First drive, the Red Rifle. Mahoney, he's one deep to Ben the Burner. Turner gets 1 foot in for the catch. That sets up the first score. BE leads 7-0. This sets up the second score. Zach Balog reads the Dreer pass like a book, steps in front to pick it off. I heard that Zach is quite the student as well. Then Brody Tonin isn't brought down till he gets over the goal line for 6. 14-0 Bishops, just like that. Speaking of Quinn and Zach, here's Quinn to Zach. The senior connection picks up another chunk of yards through the air. Quinn Mahoney heading to Campbell, the Fighting Camels. My uncle used to have one of his friends was the AD at Campbell. They had a live camel in his backyard.
Oh, I like it.
Anyway, we saw from one Tonin. How about another? Chase Tonin scores as well. The quarter changes to the second, but the points don't stop coming from BE. How about this? BE 48, Dreer nothing.
And over to CCSD for the Raptors and Bobcats. Academic Magnet up 14-0 at the half. Bobcats quarterback Braden Franklin with a deep throw. He's looking to catch Martrell Wright, but Trace Figueroa is there for the stop. Baptist Hill turns it over on downs. Owen George rolls to his right to a Bobcat. Latrell Jones is there for the interception. Bobcats back on O. Baptist Hill's Franklin trying to make something happen on third down, but he throws it to Academic Magnet head coach Alston Miller.
Nice hands.
Yeah, good job, Coach Miller. Magnet gets the win tonight, 29-22.
And to the Skeezer ranks, in case you missed this at the beginning of the week, Dr. Jerry Brown back on a Berkeley County sideline now at St. John's Christian.
Dr. B told me on Monday he got bored of sitting around the house and his wife got tired of seeing him all the time, so he decided to get back into coaching.
There's the good doctor we just saw. They're taking on Carolina Academy. Third quarter, nice run by Dora Reichley, but the Cavs turn it over on downs. The Carolina Academy goes to work on the ground. Big gain up the middle by Luke Cook. Luke cooking up the yards for the first down. Dr. B trying to get his defense to step up. Later on, Cook rumbles into the end zone. Touchdown. They're the Bobcats as well. From one Bobcat to the next. SJCA trying to answer. Jacob Glover throws a seed over the middle, hauled in by Aiden McCoy to move the sticks. The third turns over to the fourth. Fourth quarter, Cavs inside the 2. Reichley up the gut and into the end zone to make it 28-18. We just got the score from a loyal viewer. We'll thank her when this show ends. St. John's Christian got beat 41-18. It's almost time to close up shop on tonight's episode of The Blitz.
When we come back, we'll feature the Philip Simmons girls volleyball team in this week's She's Got Game, so don't touch that remote.
She Got Game, sponsored by Shelley Leak Law Firm.
The Philip Simmons girls volleyball program has only been around for 9 years. And for head coach Jay Waterworth, getting to build this program from the ground up has meant everything to him.
We had 5 8th graders and 3 freshmen on our varsity team that first year, and we took our lumps, but we knew that if we built a program where the girls wanted to be here and they were excited about coming each day, that things would kind of turn out in our favor and a little bit different. And over these 9 years, man, we just pour into the girls. We make it a team-first environment.
The focus in year 9, learning to enjoy the journey and all of the small moments that help create the destination.
It's definitely just like the grind, the work, getting better, seeing all of our progress, seeing honestly the results that we want to, winning big games, and having big goals also.
So far this season, the Iron Horses have been on a roll, winning all but one of their last 17 games, something they feel is the direct result of the girls' friendship off the court.
What I love about this team is just we work together so well, and just having like that connection is good on and off the court, where we're all friends off, and then whenever we come together, it's just so much better playing together.
9 years and some hardware later, the desires of this squad are still the same, paving the way for the next generation.
To be a part of female athletics right now, and specifically female athletics here, I just hope that we're doing our part to kind of pave the way for the next generation of girls.
And we go back to Monk's Corner for our play of the night. Berkeley up 7-0, make that 14-0 against West Ashley. Jonathan Mitchell tokes the rock, and he has reservations for 6. Look at all of the gold and blue block down the field as Jonathan Mitchell rolls in for the end zone. That is our play of the night.